Hello, everyone. This is Donna Miller, and this is the Vote Voiced podcast. Vote Voiced is a nonprofit dedicated to voter education, voter registration, mobilization, and voter protection. I just would like to thank everyone for helping us to engage voters. Every donation you make to Vote Voice is greatly appreciated. With gratitude, I say thank you. Please go to secure.secure.com/FOR/VVNF to donate. You can also go to www.votevoice.com to donate. We appreciate you. I want you to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And please remember to always listen to us on Anchor. We're on Spotify, and we have different platforms that Vote Voice is a part of. We appreciate you, the Vote Voice family. Thank you. I just want to proudly announce today that Vote Voiced has joined thousands of organizations across the country in celebrating Vote Early Day on October 28th, 2022. Vote Early Day is a civic holiday founded by national nonprofits, businesses, election administrators, and influencers to ensure that every American has the tools and the knowledge to cast their ballot early for the upcoming midterm election and beyond. We have wonderful plans ahead for Vote Early Day, and I will keep you posted. Thank you. Now, let's talk about something that we have often talked about, and that is redistricting and gerrymandering and voter suppression. Americans do not want their votes suppressed. Unfortunately, there have been organizations out there who are trying to redraw congressional maps. Unfortunately, in places like Florida, not only are they trying to kick out Mickey, poor Mickey Mouse, they're also apparently have redrawn congressional districts where people of color are not represented. And it's just so sad that we are constantly in that fight. But the good news is that there have been decisions that are throwing out some congressional maps in Ohio, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania, okay, because they are deemed unfair. All right, so that's the good thing. As a voter, the best way to fight voter suppression is for you to get out there and vote. Please make sure that your registration is up to date. Check with your Secretary of State. You can go on your Secretary of State online in Michigan is michigan.gov, or you can call your local clerk's office. And we just want to take a moment right now and say thank you to our election heroes. Thank you to the people who pick up the phones and answer your question and help you to vote. Thank you to the volunteers who go inside of the polls every election season and make sure that you can get in there to vote. I want to say thank you from Vote Voiced to the voters. People who are just sold out in voting, that will stand in a line for hours to make sure they vote, that will fight every little hurdle that is put in front of them that is there to prevent them from voting. Thank you, voters. Thank you very much. Now, with the fights, against redistricting, so much weighs on these fights. We know that the state legislatures in some places are putting in laws that make it difficult for voters to vote. We know that there are battles in the courts, that some courts are split in these decisions, and we know that, like in Ohio, there is a fight right now to stop these particular congressional maps because they are deemed unfair. We know that North Carolina is also another battle place, and people are trying to make sure, and also in Pennsylvania, that people are trying to make sure that congressional maps are drawn fairly. It's very important that you, as a voter, participate in any redistricting redistricting committees that you may have in your state, to make sure that your voice is heard. And like here in Michigan, the voters decided to allow individuals, not politicians, to draw the maps. And even though there was participation, there wasn't enough, it should have been more. I think my opinion on that is that people felt that since the people had voted in this redistricting commission, that it would be handled properly. I think they did a good job, but even in the job that they did, there were some people who did not think that they had done a good job. But at the end of the process, then lots of other people spoke up after they didn't like what was happening, but yet people didn't participate in the process like they should have. So don't wait until someone has been voted in to office and you disagree. Make sure you become an active voter. Make sure that you vote in every election. This is very important. Okay? We have midterms coming up. Here in the state of Michigan, online voting is closed for now, but you can still go in to the clerk's office and register to vote. And also, again, as I say, please remember to make sure that you update your registration. Okay? Make sure that you treat your voting registration as you treat your bills, as you treat your mail. Make sure that everyone knows that you have moved. Okay? Today, this is pretty much is going to be a short podcast. I just wanted to remind everyone to vote. I just wanted to let everyone know that Vote Voice is going to be a part of Vote Early Day. We are also going to be participating. Vote Early Day is a part of the National Voter Education Week, and we are going to participate in Election Hero Day, which is starting September 7th, 2022. We're going to participate, of course, in National Voter Registration Day, which is September 20th, 2022. And more information about Vote Early Day, which is going to be October 28th, National Voter Registration Day, which is going to be September 20th, and Election Hero Day, which is going to be September 7th, will be coming up. We're going to keep you posted, and we're going to let you know everything that Vote Voice is doing on those days, okay? And there's so much more information that we will be giving on these particular National Voter Education holidays. And these holidays are important. They're important because it lets you know everything that's going on in your area, everything that's going on with voting, and it keeps you active. Okay? And so we also want to talk about you making a plan to vote. And we're going to talk about that briefly. Okay, so now you're going to make a plan to vote, right? You can go to www.votevoice.com and you can download a free voting plan. Okay? And this plan is a checklist. It's free to download, and it will help you to make your plan to vote. Okay? It's free. Go to www.votevoice.com and download your free plan. Now, I just want to say that Vote Voice wants to help voters to cast their ballots. We want to help you to vote early, and we want to help you to make a plan to vote. I want everyone to tell yourself, to make yourself a pledge to yourself. You are going to vote, and you are going to vote early if you have the opportunity to do so. Okay? That is what I want everyone to do. I thank you all so much for taking the time to be here. Like I said, this is a short podcast today. We just wanted to get in there and get information out to you so you would know to get ready to vote. And we're just so happy that you're here. We're happy that you took a moment out of your busy day. We want to thank you so much, okay, for being there for us. And just remember to go to www.votevoice.com and get your voting plan checklist. Okay, and the checklist briefly asks you, you plan to vote at. Okay, you got that checked off. Where's your polling place? Are you voting by mail? Are you voting in person? If you have your ID, if you walk, drive, or ride share, if you need to take off from work, if you need childcare, and also reminds you, crucially, to remember, ask 3 people to vote. Okay? And just one more thing before we go. Remember, you can only register in person right now until May 3rd. You can register only in person at your local clerk's office with proof of residency. Okay? And you can do that up until 8 p.m. So I thank you very much. You guys have a nice day. This is Donna Miller with Vote Voice Podcast. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to make that donation. You can go to www.votevoice.com. There's a donate button at the top, donate button at the bottom. You can also go to secure.qgive.com/4/VVNF. All right. This is Donna Miller with Vote Voice Podcast. Thank you, Vote Voiced family. Bye.